Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working our way through getting all of this filled in over here. I also want to get both of these megastructures upgrading. So this is going to be our Dyson Swarm constellation here. We can see currently it is producing 82 alloys. That's insane. And it's not fully upgraded yet. This is going to double it. This is going to be like 164 alloys. That's what we're making right now. Like, it's going to be that significant. This is ridiculous. We've also got this arc furnace down over here in Alasia, and this is going to be upgraded with mining station output plus 75%, and it's going to give us size 3 of minerals and 1 of alloys. So this is also going to be very significant. We're going to get that upgrading, and that sounds wonderful. Okay, so I want to check through our worlds before we get started here. Let's see what we've got going on here. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. So let's tick on forward. That sounds good. So we're still slightly negative on our consumer goods. I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest. That's not that big of a deal. It seems completely okay to me. So where are we going here? We're going over to Achenar. Actually, I'm going to just jump drive us over to Achenar, I think. So initiate jump. That's interesting. They've changed this slightly. This now has... Oh, that's weird. It's the same icon now as Astral Jump and regular jump. Or is that slightly different? It's slightly different. They've inverted the directionality of the astral thread. Huh. I wonder what that's supposed to indicate. Well, we're going to jump drive over to Achenar just to get there much more quickly, because this is a really good system for us. So we're going to build our Starbase there, and that will be wonderful. Once we get this Starbase built, I do intend on building an arc furnace around this molten world. So that'll be fine. Citadel upgrades are now complete, and we could grab like metallurgist output. Advanced afterburners would be good too. Let's take advanced... Oh, impulse thrusters though. There's a lot of good things here. Civilian replicomplexes. We have a lot of good options here. I want them all. We'll get them all eventually. For now, I think that we say no to the metallurgist output because we know we're going to massively increase our alloy output shortly. Advanced afterburners, we're not... Well, the thing about that is that will mostly give us evasion, because we're going to be limited by the speed of our battleships. So the sublight speed isn't really going to help us all that much. I'm going to make the argument that we should go for impulse thrusters here. Civilian replicomplexes are a strong argument as well. For right now, I'm going for impulse thrusters. And of course, this shipyard can be upgraded to a citadel, and we're going to get that going. We want to get all of these eventually upgraded up, and yeah, these star bases can be upgraded. Definitely, but that's going to be expensive. We're going to need to wait for those alloys to come in. So that looks good for now. I do want to check in on both of these colonies here. Yeah, those are all good to go. Noted. A magnetic storm has passed. This one down over here. Okay, so this agro world requires a job. Is this an actual agro world? Society research from jobs. So no, this is going to be a tech world. Fantastic. We're going to put in an astrometeorology observatory, an astral siphon. We're going to put in a... Where are we? Storm attraction center. We're not going to put in a storm relief center, but we are going to put in a storm summoning theater. This builds a lot of buildings. No doubt about that. So that will hurt our overall tech output, but for now, I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, that all looks absolutely fine. So we're seeing these storms pass out over here. I would definitely like to get Spica upgrading further. That would be very useful for us to be able to gather more trade. Overall, we are very much going to want to gather a lot more trade. We do have this generator world here, and this is maxed out on its generation, so we're kind of turning it into an industrial world, and that's a good thing. We do need to output more consumer goods, right? So let's definitely get an industrial district going here. That looks wonderful. What else do we need here? Well, it looks like not a whole lot. Okay.
Construction
We
complete.
can get another bastion upgrading, and I'm going to do that. We're able to do that once every, like,
Blocker
10
cleared.
months or so that is understood. So the bluefin here, what we're going to do is we're going to come and build an arc furnace up here. Now, we're lacking alloys for that, but that is still a very high priority. So we're going to enter orbit here, which we already kind of are. Show us your ways. What do you got? No. Bunk beds for
Blocker
1,200
cleared.
alloys? That's not happening. We do need a lot of alloys. I'm actually going to purchase 2,500. They're quite cheap right now. So we're going to do that, and that will allow us to build this arc furnace immediately. And that is, of course, fantastic. We can also use that to upgrade this citadel. Archaeological site pending. Sounds good. We'll dispatch a research team. Any other jobs to be done here? And then I want to check in on what our construction ships are doing, because I think there's a lot of travel happening right now. Okay, you're grabbing those. You're in Tiamat and then heading to Piscus. Okay, so very soon
Handshake
that's going to be a
protocols
thing.
activated.
Okay, I do want to sell off some minerals here since we are capped. Migration treaty, we have to decline this. I'm sorry, but we have to decline it. They're currently friendly to us, but they're still antagonistic. Okay. Well, for the moment, that is fine. We're still working on developing our economy here, and our economy is going to develop to be extraordinarily strong at this point. Cosmic alteration has happened in a couple of locations. That is absolutely fine. So that is certainly noted, and there's not a whole lot that's needing to be done at this moment, other than working on, like, megastructure construction at this moment, right? So the Urzuku conservers, huh? They want us to take Onegan Bowspirit. Who is this guy? He's our prime forecaster, and he's governing Siagawa Prime. He's also immortal. Honestly, his stats aren't that great. Sure, you can take him. Okay, so now, of course, we're going to need a new prime forecaster, right? We should. Yes. So we need a new prime forecaster. We can put in, say, this scientist. They are tyrannical, but that's actually not great. Maybe we should put this guy in as well instead. He is corrupt, but that won't actually be a problem because he's not a counselor. Yeah. This guy's not great either, but he's slightly better. So there, we'll go with that. The Urzuku conservers have open borders
Blocker
with us.
cleared.
That sounds good. And then I do want to come up to Jalora and build a research station there. That's a really awkward path to take. So I think for now, we're just going to head into the D471 Singularity and get that built. That looks good for now. Okay, so we're still working on Tiamat down here. There's a few locations to grab. We're full on food. We need to sell off some food. Perfect. So that looks great. We do have these megastructures under construction, and we're very happy about that. Refugees have arrived. That's good. We like having pops. So this colony here has been established, and we definitely need to do something with that. So that, of course, means a gene clinic and a city district for now. Beautiful. There are also tile blockers here. We don't have deep crust engineering yet, so that is certainly noted. Cosmic alteration on Holobrae Secundus? Sure. Seems fine. And that is, of course, fully expected. We could activate a relic, and honestly, I kind of want to get new pops again. So we can just put them wherever. That's fine. I'm sure all of our worlds will be able to benefit from this. So we can upgrade to a system capital complex here, and we can put in an additional industrial district as well. Probably something like that, I think, in terms of the order. So that looks good. And I'm wondering, are we currently prioritizing artisans? Well, actually, there's currently no available jobs here, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fine for now. Cool. So, checking through our jobs here, not too much else to be done.
Cleared.
Our construction ships are busily working away. The ISS Bluefin is going to get the arc furnace. It's going to be working in Achenar for a long time here. a long time to come. No doubt about that. Let's go ahead and get Amlitzer Station upgrading. That will be fine. Note that we're at 259 alloys now. I want to take a look up at Spica. We have not gotten this upgrade yet. So we're going to be making a lot more alloys very, very soon. That's going to go up by another 82. So that looks fantastic. Complete. If my math is correct on that. I think that's the way that that works anyway. So we're heading to Piscus right now. I want to get the Starbase queued up for that. So that'll be great. We are currently full on Astral Threads. Right. Branch office shut down on Nimi and Secundus. That's good. And we're going to do our Astral Boost for right now. Now, this construction ship is idle. I want to send it up to Jalora. It's now going to take a slightly less awkward path. Let's just move it up to Hunter for now. Yeah, let's move it up there for now. Okay, research agreement proposed. This would be, in theory, a good research agreement for us. But I'm going to decline it. I want the influence. We're going to need so much influence. So we're over here in Achenar right now, and we can see there are so many mining stations to be built. We're going to build all of the mining stations and the research stations in Achenar, and I want to start upgrading our arc furnace to borehole pumps. So that will be wonderful. We'll get that underway. Cool. We're exploring an astral rift. That looks wonderful. And these guys, once they arrive in Hunter, we're going to want them to, like, jump drive up to Jalora, probably. Or we could just have them travel up here. I suppose that's fine. We're not in a huge rush for them, I suppose. Yeah, seems relatively fine. So over here in Spica, I definitely want to get a pair of trade hubs built. And we're building a storm attraction array right now. So we could go for... Did that change this pathing? It did. Okay. Just head to Hunter. We're going to jump drive past the storm then. Okay, so over in Spica, I want to get a building here, and I think the way to go is definitely a resource silo for right now. Hydroponics bay would be okay. Can we build a nebula refinery? No, we're not in a nebula. Okay, so there's a particle storm that we have detected out over in the Tunari vortex. Sure. Seems reasonably fine. Cool. So we can fly towards the obelisk here, and order has been restored on Nimi and Secundus. So to that end, I want to drop the anti-crime campaign. It is probably no longer necessary. We probably don't need the precinct house here either. There's a ruler unemployment here. Okay, there's not too much that we can do about that right now. This is a planetary administration. We probably just need to wait for this ruler to demote. 323 days. That's not too bad.
Construction complete.
Okay. We have an astral action available, and I want to grab that physics insight, so that'll be wonderful. And we also just finished up construction of the Starbase in Piscus. Perfect. So we'll build our mining and research stations, and then head up and grab Evol. Looks good. We are very, very nearly done building Starbases, and we're beginning to pivot to some other things. Okay, so this storm is past, and this storm is still present. That was a fast storm out over here. So we need to head to Jalora and get that dark matter grabbed. Perfect. Okay, any job work that we need done here? Yes, actually, on Nimian. Well, we know that this is a thing. We just need that demote to happen. That isn't a big concern. However, Targon does need some work. So, to that end, we've got plenty of housing here. We could use another building. This is a system capital complex. We could use a building slot, so a city district could theoretically be a thing. We could put that in. That would unlock a building slot, but we probably get a tech for a building slot, I think. I think we still have one of those. I'm going to put an industrial district for now. We're falling further behind in our consumer goods, so I definitely want to do that. This is a very heavily artisan-focused world, as it is. So each one of these is going to produce approximately 24. That's going to reduce our deficit by about a third. It's not ideal, but it'll be fine for now. Okay, so next up, we got a bunch of unity. That's a good thing, of course. We are 3 months away from being able to grab our last tree here. Okay, and we can definitely start upgrading the Demi-Vito station.
Available.
So that looks fine. And then, of course, the Spica station here is still working on its trade hubs. We don't need to take this up to a citadel. That is not necessary. It's a thing that we could do, but we don't really need to. So for now, that seems relatively fine. So the Aeolid is heading up to Jalora. After it's done with that, we know that we wanted to head to... Where was this? Amor Alveo? Was this the place we wanted? Maybe. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 11 here. I don't think that was the location we wanted, the third arc furnace. Where did we want that? Ciatera? Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, Ciatera is much better. Okay, so that is fine. After we're done in Jalora, let's move back to Ciatera. So we are full on minerals. We need to sell off some of those. There we go. And we also need to grab ourselves a new tradition. And what are we interested in? Well, that is an interesting question. I'm not really that interested in taking Supremacy. I would often make the argument to go Supremacy here, even just defensively. But I kind of want to avoid that here. We could go for Mercantile. That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. Let's go Mercantile.
Council agenda available.
So that seems fine. We're trying very hard to not be aggro in this. We're trying very, very hard. Okay, so that looks fine. So the Slurpactin
Research
station
complete.
is going to finish its upgrade shortly. That's going to give us a new building slot. And that building slot is eventually going to need to be like a Titan assembly yard. Naval cap plus 25, that is very helpful for us, of course. Deep crust engineering, I want it.
Construction complete.
Okay, so the Slurpactin station has a building slot available now. Like I said, this is probably going to end up being a Titan assembly yards. Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to go there. We don't have any way to do that as of right now, of course. So that is definitely noted. And Torfrey's Star, we're going to get that upgrading. Wonderful. So we're making our way through these bastions at a reasonable rate here, no doubt about that. And our civilian ships are still just working away. How are we doing on these megastructures? Ah, this arc furnace has finished its construction. So if we head over to Spica, we can see... Okay, it's slightly less than I thought it would be. It's 157. That's still insane how many alloys are being produced by that. So I would love to upgrade this arc furnace out over here, though. That is the one in Alasia, so that is the one up over here. This will finalize it, and we can see we're getting 31 alloys out of here. That's not bad. We're full on food. We should sell some of that. Okay, so we need 2,000 alloys for this. What is the current price of alloys? 5.62. It's a little expensive. I'm going to buy 2,500 of them, though, and that will be fine. We'll get this arc furnace upgrading right now. So that looks excellent. We are going to need additional Dyson spheres. We know that there are some decent stars up here. That's 180, or that's 7 rather, currently. That's going to be very, very significant. And this is 5. That's mediocre.
Construction complete.
This is 14. So there's that.
Construction complete.
That's kind of insane. We're going to take that one,
Construction
for sure.
complete.
We're definitely going to do that. Okay, so we finished up a Starbase construction. That is all absolutely fine. The ISS Clever Clam is idle right now, and we can head up to Jalora and research the anomaly there. In fact, I'm going to jump drive it. Actually, let's go research in Spica first. Can we... select this, please? That would be great. Okay, we're going to research in Spica first. So the Wave Skinner 2 has finished in Evol, and we're going to build up over... Yep, this is fine.
Construction complete.
We're going to build up over here. Cool. Archaeological site pending here. So, colony development speed and pop amenities usage. I actually want to grab the subterranean colonization research option. That seems reasonable. Oh, where are you going? No, just jump drive directly to Jalora. Okay, build that research station. And then from there, I want you to just move straight down to
Research
Satyra.
complete.
Like that. So it seems like these anomalies crop up from the storms. So that's interesting. That's definitely good to know. Attempt to escape. Okay, so we just finished up deep crust engineering. And then we have subterranean colonization here. Okay, so that unlocks clearing deep sinkholes. We do have massive glaciers, so let's get that finished up. Excellent. Anything else to do for jobs? Well, yes, actually. Okay, we've got Scum and Villainy on Talon Secundus. Let's come back to that. Let's upgrade this planetary administration, and I'd like to check through the rest of these real quick. Okay. So Talon Secundus is going to need some work. We're going to need to put in a precinct house here. And I'm also going to issue an anti-crime campaign. There we go. So that is going to be something, anyway. Cool. So once we're done in Jalora, we're going to head down to Ciatira.
Research complete.
And of course, here the idea is we're going to build our third arc furnace. So that is absolutely fine. Climate control network is now done. Let's grab subterranean colonization. Just get that out of the way. We don't actually have any of those tile blockers, but you never know. We might get some eventually. So this world has been terraformed, and we are going to colonize that. Absolutely. We're going to be working in Achenar for a while yet. You can see here we've got a number of orders yet here. And then we're going to come build the Starbase out of Nicolor after we're done with that. So we're just about finished with gathering up all of this territory out here. That looks wonderful. So now down to Ciatira we go. And let's actually just put these guys on automatic science ship. So I would like them to investigate anomalies. Do not do archaeological digs and do not do special projects.
Research complete.
Okay. So that looks fine. Subterranean colonization is now done, which is not surprising. And what else are we interested in? Reverse engineering minor artifacts is not a bad thing to be able to do. So that sounds great. This forge world here requires a job. We're still negative on our consumer goods, and you can see our alloy generation has increased tremendously. So I want to put in a civilian fabricator here for now and work on getting some of those jobs. Because we definitely want to produce some additional specialists. Or rather, additional consumer goods, I should say. Okay, that all looks magnificent. We just finished up another bastion, which is great. And this construction ship is idle, so we want to build mining stations and then head into Gauzor. Cool. I want to continue to work on upgrading these bastions. So we have quite a lot of alloys right now. We almost have enough to get all of these going. Not quite. We are about 2 month ticks away. Now 1 month tick away from being able to upgrade. Well, this is actually our trade hub. We don't need to upgrade this. What am I talking about? So we can go to this bastion and get a building here. I would like to put in... Let's see. We have a disruption field generator, target uplink computer, and communications jammer. What else are we interested in putting in here? There's something that we're missing. A numistic shrine? Bringing good fortune to the world of your choice. Interesting. Done. I don't know what that building actually does. Let's find out. Let's see here. Numistic shrine. Plus 4 numistic priest jobs. They turn consumer goods into unity, trade value, and amenities. Okay, I'm not sure if that's actually good. we're probably going to hold off on that for now. So I think what we're really looking for here is something that we don't have yet, which is the, I forget what it's called. Defense Grid Supercomputer. That's what it's called. So we don't have that right now. So that would be what we would be looking to put into these bastions. So for the moment, we'll probably just leave this building empty. So we can see each of these are considerably more powerful now. They're not going to stop people who are really eager to get in, but whatever. Sure, we'll make you an energy mogul. Not that that'll actually do anything. So this construction ship in Ciatera is currently idle, and we want to come in and build a, maybe like here? It doesn't really matter where this goes. We want to put an arc furnace in here. Okay, bribed officials on Talon Secundus. Yeah, that's not surprising. So that arc furnace goes in. That should be our final arc furnace. So that's good. We're definitely seeing big gains on our economy at this point. I want to check here. So these guys are still economically superior to us. These guys are economically inferior to us at this point. So that's good to know. Impulse thrusters have finished. And I definitely do want to grab, advanced railguns. We want this so badly. So badly. I also want to hop in and get all of our ships upgraded to impulse thrusters before I forget to do this. This is very important to being able to get around quickly, so we certainly want to do that. That bumps our speed up to 177, which is a fairly significant gain for us. Oh, and we have no leader here. We're going to recruit a new one, probably. Sublight speed as counselor. Military fleet effects evasion plus 15 is pretty good. We'll put this guy in. Okay. That seems magnificent. Now, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to finish up all of these upgrades, and we are also going to finish up grabbing these territories. I think all of them are going to be done next episode, and we can start thinking about our transit networks. That is going to be of utmost importance. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.